Welcome, you promo fans. This is volume 4, and basically, I'm going to kind of explain how we got to this point here. And being that the video you're about to see is the fourth and final one of the Next Ride series. Moving forward, the series will be individual, or the videos will be individual. I have some other videos that are upcoming as well too. Everything from drones to cars, etc. So this is the end of the four-part series that I was talking about with the Lightning EPX RC drift cars. So with that, back a few months ago, a friend of mine and myself decided let's get into the RC world because of the weather and wind and everything with the drones. We can only do certain days with that here in the UP. The deciding factor on this, we decided to go drift RCs first because you can race them pretty much on pavement anywhere. We have a lot of that up here. And eventually we're going to curtail into the off-road series as well too. So this has all been kind of a learning curve for us, and it's been a lot of fun, that's for sure. So the first one that came with the original body was this. So this is the infamous one in volume 3 that you guys saw slide sideways and then crack and flip, and basically ended up with some pretty gnarly damage there. It's cracked on the side, and there's a hole there, and basically I was okay with this one taking a little bit more abuse. This actually had a front splitter on the front, and then the very first video I ended up hitting the curb and it cracked. So basically I trimmed it, and then the few hits that I took onto the tennis courts with the posts basically pretty much damaged this car here. So I might put some a lot of people have been recommending drywall tape and shoe glue on the inside to harden up the chassis and make them a lot more crack resistant and take a little bit more damage and everything. So I might try doing that to kind of savor this one as well too. But this one and another color come in the original packaging when you order the Lightning EPX by Redcat. And basically, yeah, so here's the first one, lost a mirror, etc. So, and then at the same time I was like, all right, well, they didn't have the one that I wanted in stock, so I ended up ordering another body with it. And in some of the pictures here you'll see exactly how it started out and how it finished. But so it came, so this is the Nascar body that I ordered with that as well too. The stickers, nothing was on it. It was just basically a blue shell with a black top, and the spoiler wasn't on it or anything like that. And this was basically in the first volume 1. I was switching the bodies out between the two of these, and still learning to drive. I got some scuff damage right there in the front. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but took some fairly light damage on this one, and then I decided to savor this one too. So all the stickers and everything I added on are separate. And then basically to do the holes and everything like that, I set the chassis down, shined a flashlight up through the bottom, and then used a black permanent marker to mark out where the tops were touching. And then I used a soldering iron and made my holes wide enough, and the tips that I had were able to design and make that fit on there just perfectly. It doesn't look too bad as far as that goes. And then I used a finer tip to attach the spoiler and everything on there, and these two holes right here. So there's this one and that one right there. And then actually that kind of melted the two plastics together for the spoiler, and then the screw was able to fit through that hole. So I did a little bit of measuring before, but basically that's how everything turned out. I bought some vinyl wraps to do custom prints on and everything like that, and I'll do some decals and everything on here, and I'll show you guys how that turns out in an upcoming video. So in the midst of that, I was like, all right, well, what steps can we take to have more fun with this? And decided to order my wife one as well too. She was interested. I let her drive in the first video as well too. And so this is the chassis I really originally wanted. So this is, in addition to the blue BMW body, This is Redcat's Lightning EPX. They have available in two different models, so or two different bodies, sorry. And so this is the red one, the red version, and the holes are already cut in this one, and just like the BMW body, but the NASCAR body, I had to do separate modifications to that. So, but this is the one that my wife races that you get to see as well too, in a lot of those volume 4 and some of volume 3 as well too. And then in addition to that, I was like, oh, would it be awesome to race a truck body as well too. So that's when I ordered this guy, the 1972 Chevy C10 pickup by Viterra. And basically I was lucky enough to make modifications to make this kind of fit as well too. So I was like, oh, it'd be sweet to run headlights and taillights in it as well, as you can see there. So there's the taillights. And right now it's not the best inside wiring job, but that's how I have the lights attached on the inside. And then this plugs in right into the ESC, so it made it really easy for the lights and everything to adapt in there. And I got these off of Amazon. And this one I'm gonna tape up on the inside. It took a little bit of damage to the right front, or driver's side front side there. That was in the video, I think volume 3, that that's the one where I smacked the the tennis court pole and did some damage right there. So I took that off and then ended up running the blue body, and that's the blue BMW body, and that's where you guys saw the video for that, where I flipped and cracked that. So I'm glad I wasn't having the Chevy body on that. And then, so when you take the top off, this is what it looks like on the inside. So what really sold Jeff and myself on this is the aluminum drive shaft. It's 4-wheel drive, and basically it's got a nice aluminum bracer in here as well too. And then I ordered aftermarket tires and rims, and those are pretty easy to change out too. I think they're like a 7mm bolt, or 7mm bolt and a 7mm nut that holds them on. Then you can interchange these out. And I had, because the way that the Chevy body fit on here, I had to adjust the height of the pins, the cotter pins that slide up and down. And basically I changed the height of the shocks too, so there's adjustable positions on the shocks here as well. And yeah, this has been a solid unit. It's taken some fairly good abuse, as you can see from a lot of the shots. I've been fairly impressed with it so far. And yeah, other than that, this is pretty much about it. And then as far as the remote goes, this is the remote. It's kind of on the chintzier side, I guess would probably be the better word, but I really liked how it's designed. So the steering wheel is pretty well, you know, pretty easy to access and everything, like they are on all of them. I just like the extra little grip on there. Some of them are pretty smooth, but the trigger is pretty well responsive. And then inside here as well too, you have all your speed controls and your turning controls, so you can adjust the steering trim and everything on there as well too. So definitely a little bit more high tech than what I used to race when I was little. So, but thank you for being a part of UPromo, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Make sure you guys like and subscribe below, and we'll see you guys later. Thank you for being a part of all this. See you later.
Oh, sweet. Up close, just like that.